the Eczacıbaşı former player that will start on the bench for Navara. There's Veronkova. Another big role to play alongside Hande Baladin on the left side of court. Maja Ognjenović, the setter, will have her go-to weapon in Tijana Bošković, the boss, the captain of this Eczacıbaşı team. Wow, what an evening ahead. The scene is set. Navara, if they win the game, they win the tie. But Eczacıbaşı will certainly have other ideas. And this match is still very much in their control in terms of the final destiny. But it's going to have to be a huge performance from the Tigers at home tonight. We're good to go here in Istanbul with the second leg of this Women's CEV Champions League semi-final, and it should be an absolute cracker here on Eurovolley TV. Away we go then with the second leg of the semi-final between two fantastic clubs. Eczacıbaşı Dynavit Istanbul, the Tigers in the white shirts, get this game underway against the team in pink and blue, and what a start from the Igor Gorgonzola Novara superstar. Ebrar Karakurt puts her first kill on the board. And what a way to start this match. Novara won 3-2 in Italy last week, so they are marginally in the driving seat. And they get caught out early by Serbian setter Maja Ognjenović, starting as the playmaker with her Serbian World Championship captain Tijana Bošković in the opposite position. Liberos Simbi Akosh, and then it's Guveli and Jakisal through the middle. And on the wings, Veronkova alongside Hande Baladin. That's the starting players for the team in white, Eczacıbaşı, and that is a very tidy start from the visitors, Navara. Kenya Kakasez, the 36-year-old Cuban, out on the left side with Katarina Bozzetti, so no start for former Eczacıbaşı player American Mackenzie Adams. And then the other players for Navara, a start for Ilaria Battistoni, normally the backup setter to Carlotta Cambi. She's out on the floor with this woman, Ebrar Karakurt, opposite, who starts with a huge serve. And that's a massive hit from Veronkova. What a pickup. Oh, wow. And already this game has come to life. Superb stuff. Two teams that know each other so well after the 5 sets last week, but it's Navara that make a great start. Any win by any scoreline for the Italian side, Navara, means they will be going through to the super final in Turin. A 3-0 or a 3-1 for Eczacıbaşı gives them the victory. A 3-2 gives us, from a neutral point of view, a spectacular golden set. Karakurt drills one out, but a solid start. This is big night. This is a big night for Ebrar Karakurt tonight. No doubt about it. Been playing in Italy for the last few seasons, but very much a darling of the Turkish crowd. International escapades. Not the best pass from Kakasez, and it turns into an ace. Quite chase it down, Battistoni. Wow, that reaction from Bošković tells you all you need to know, and she misses on her second attempt. 4-3 Navara in this race to 25. Goodness me, wow. Time to take a deep breath, I think, as we look towards an incredible game ahead. Listen to that crowd, determined to be the extra player. Bošković out of system. She has to do that all night. Ace and a kill for Eczacıbaşı's captain, fantastic. Veronkova back to the line, the Russian, 27 years of age, weak spiker, has a very good jump serve, 90 points in the tournament so far. Kakasez contains it, Bozzetti goes quick ball out wide and just manages to find a seam between Sinead Jakisal and Maja Ognjenović. Ognjenović, 38 years of age, the oldest player out on court, the setter for Eczacibasi. It was wide to Hande Baladin. Well, big game for her tonight. Both she and Voronkova will be tested. And they have to come up with a good bunch of kills to take some pressure off Bošković. And the better they can be left side as Eczacibasi tonight with those two players, the more chance they have of beating Navara. Sinead, the Trinidad and Tobago player with the serve. Karakurt forced to tip and tips wisely. It's a brilliant pickup. Really good from Sinead. Good continuation play off the block. And our first scrappy rally, it's still in play. Two great defensive digs from the middle blocker. And Karkas has hit it out. No touch on the block. And Ferhat Akbar showing his colours pretty early. The Eczacibasi coach getting involved. How about that? First the tip, and then the dig on full power. In the end, the hitting error from the Cuban gives Eczacibasi the lead in the match for the first time, 6-5. Slightly better pass. Dynavit can't put it away. Good work overhead from Karakurt, but still, Navara just a little static at the moment. That's long. Karakurt getting quite emotional there after that point. And that's going to be a problem for her tonight. She's going to have to keep those emotions in check. It's a Turkish crowd that love her, but tonight she will not be their favourite. Turkish international playing her volleyball in Italy for the last few seasons. And after a good start from Navara, I was just about to say, things not looking so good, but Yasmin Güveli and Maja Ognjenović missed their combination through the middle. Well, it'll take a little time, I think, for this game to settle down. So much riding on it tonight. Batistani, good serve, nice pass from Voronkova, and then that slide attack out of play. So two failed middle attacks to Güveli from Eczacibasi. Means we're level on the scoreboard again. Seems almost impossible for this game to be anything but fiercely close. Good stop. Dynavit takes her 27th block of the campaign. She does it with monotonous regularity. Brilliantly organised. Best blocker in the Italian league last season. Voronkova shanks a pass. It'll be key tonight. She and Baladin have to stand up to the test. Baladin goes into the block of Dynavit. They get a replay. Bošković out of system, gets it off the hands. Good control. Oh, Batistani didn't need to take that, but it all works out okay. Passes it straight to the libero. And Facino puts it on a plate for Karakurt to come in and hammer away. Karakurt picks up another point on her way to 200 for the tournament. Lovely ball in. Karakurt getting a lot of traffic early on, and she's hit it wide. Another error from her. Ognjenović returns to the baseline, which means Bošković is in the front court. They'll need her height. Good finish by Güveli. Yasmin Güveli making up for that earlier couple of errors. Good swing. Beautiful swing from Bosetti on the reverse. And just like Eczacibasi, Navara are going to have to rely heavily on their two left side players. Bosetti on her one rotation on the right side gives a good swing. She and Karkizes are going to have to stand up to the serve here tonight. They're also going to have to deliver their own serve, and you can tell how much pressure these players are under. There's been a huge preparation in the lead up to this game. For both teams, this is potentially a season-defining evening. They can make it through to the super final. Both teams heading for a big finish to the season. Karkizes leaves it comfortably wide. Well, she's all smiles at the moment, 36 years of age, second oldest player on court. Karkizes. Dinesi to serve, Navara sneak ahead again. Good release, beautiful release from Ognjenović. Navara will be loaded on Bošković for most of the evening, so for her to be able to pull off a set like that, beautiful hands. Just remember legendary Dutch setter Peter Blanche talking about his reverse setting and getting those thumbs involved to get the ball quick on the reverse ball with as much disguise as possible. No disguise there, pumped out wide to position 4, and Karkizes have missed another one. It's a good pass as well from Bosetti. Eczacibasi sneak ahead. Well, she's been going for the hands of the blockers, Karkizes, but hasn't found her range just yet. Middle player Yasemin to serve for Eczacibasi in the white. The Tigers hanging in there in set 1. Another wild hit. It's 3 big spikes out of court from Karakurt. And this is a little worrying for Navara. It's the last thing they need for Ebrar Karakurt to have a bad night. Timeout called by Stefano Lavarini just to calm things down a little. A bit frantic out on the floor for the team in pink. Stefano Lavarini, 42 years of age, coached South Korea at the Tokyo Olympic Games. 10th season as a head coach, second or third with Navara, and looking the part now. He's managed to assemble an excellent squad, and still in the running for the Italian title, and for this European title, but huge effort ahead required from its players. Karkizes finds what she's been after for a while now, the blocker's arms. A big block to beat as well. Traction next to Bošković. Now we're back to the Karakurt service, we're back to the crowd giving her the bird. She's got to get ahead in this game. And it's not going her way at the moment. Youngster being tested at the moment. And after her serve, it then goes to the opposite player on the other side of the net, the captain Tijana Bošković. Good pass from Bosetti, nice feed on the reverse, and Kirikella gets her first kill of the game. Well, with a couple of jump serve misses, Karakurt has made 5 errors at the moment in the match, so actually not contributing a positive scoreline at the moment. It can't remain like that if Navara are going to win this game, surely. Oh, what a serve. What a serve from Kenya Karkizes. Thumps it down the line. Navara are going to take on Baladin and Voronkova down that side of the court. She put another one in, 14 all. No, takes the pace off. Easy pass for Akos. And a nice finish from Voronkova coming in. Off her line, finds the seam in the block. as always, Maja Ogienovic's distribution is excellent. High tempo start to the match, few errors indicating the pressure the players are under. But both teams delivering. Lovely, lovely feed. And Kirakela hammers it, but she's hammered it out. Beautiful set as well from Batistoni. Well, just a reminder, Navara can lose this game 3-2 and still have a chance via the golden set. What they can't do is lose the match 3-0 or 3-1. Otherwise it'll be over. Oh, what a pickup from Singit. Beautifully put back into play. Easy pass for Fasino. Over on 2 from Battistoni. Not bad from the Italian setter. Just keeping the blockers guessing. Builds in an extra dimension to that offence. Fantastic piece of defensive work though from Singit, and then nice play from Battistoni to finish. Kirakela then to serve, the Navara captain. Oh wow! Oh, that's insane! What a hit from Bošković. Well, she's already connected with a couple tonight that have flown, and that is the fastest spike of the game. Beautiful swing. And Ogienovicz is using her captain wisely. Jakisal out for the moment. In comes Ekec. This is all about serve and defence. Up wing spiker puts it into play. It's a good serve. Pressure on Karkases. Bozetti hammers it, and good defence. Substitution working so far. Bošković way out of system, goes straight into that magnificent block of Danesi. 2 blocks for the game then. Danesi starts strongly. The substitution reversed. Good effort from Ebrar Karakurt, but not quite. Not quite the point anyway. Battistoni to serve. Karakurt comes to the front court. We're starting to see a bit more shape to the match now. Nice pass from Baladin on the reverse to Bošković in system. She's been roofed. Oh, what a stop from Bozetti and Danesi. 2 blocks in a row on Bošković. It's all Bozetti, and that was going out. That was going out, and it caught the hand of Bošković on the way. But hey, no pictures on a scorecard, they all count. 3rd swing in a row, Bošković puts it wide. And we've got another twist in this tale. Well, as you would expect on a relatively close call, coaches going to have a look at this, just stopping the game for a video challenge. 2 per set. If you win it, you keep it. If you lose it, you lose it. And that is a phenomenal challenge. The speed that Bošković hits it at, in normal speed, it looked just wide, but Ferhat Akbaş spotting that this was compressed onto the line. Beautiful stuff. Accurate hit. And after being blocked twice, it's another kill for Bošković, and then Bozetti follows up with her 2nd kill right side, so that's been a useful rotation. 1 block and 2 kills for Bozetti. Seem to find there. Now remember, she missed her serve last time around, Katerina Bozetti. Puts it in this time, no, way long. Passers looked interested for a moment. Away it goes, and you don't want to be missing your serve in the business end of the set. 19-18 Eczacibasi. Baladin, deep, well passed by Fasino. Middle attack from Danesi as well, picked up by Ogienovicz. Bošković can't get past the block. Voronkova can, but it's out. The Russian deliberately tipping for the arms of the block, and she's missed it. Well, cracking block from Denesi. Really good continuation play from Eczacıbaşı. Karakurt got her arms out of the way in time. 19 all. Bošković again doing a lot of work out of system at the moment. Karakurt in off the wing. Beautiful aggression. Well, forget all the errors that Ebrar Karakurt has made in this game so far. And just enjoy that point from a Navara point of view. Right when she was needed. 2019 timeout called by Felek of Eczacıbaşı.
When there is a gap, zone 6 go that way. Even 6-5, no problem. Okay? Because she steal the ball from the gap. She mistake outside. Yours, we need to give one side out for sure. Their block position is good. Make sure that we pass good. Last ball was that throw. Right, let's go.
Plenty of points being made there about where they do not want to let Karakurt aim. So he wants those intermediate positions covered by block and defence. He wants to force her to hit wide. And he believes if Karakurt is forced to do that, then there's a better chance of her missing. 2019 Navara, what an opener. Denesi serves. Good pass from Voronkova. Gets the return ball and bangs it cross court onto the line. And she bounces back after an error to put a kill away. Again, good speed of release from Ogenovic. Ensure that tempo is nice and high. Yasemin to serve. 20 apiece. Not down. Well picked up by Yasemin. Bošković off the top of the hands and away. Eczacıbaşı sneak a break on their own serve. And they need these points because Karakurt is next round to the service line. If they can go there with a cushion, it just gives them some protection. 1 point probably won't do it. Can they sneak another? Karakurt under pressure with the pass, on the reverse to Karakurt, well contained by the block. And the tip down the line works this time for Voronkova. 2 kills in a row for her. More importantly, it's 2 points to guard against the power of Karakurt's serve at the back end of this opening set. Second timeout called by Stefano Lavarini.
We are too early in jumping now. Wait a little bit also with Bošković. It's like we catch the ball while we are going up instead when we are dropping. Right, andiamo.
Trying to keep it all calm. It is, even with the experienced pros, it can be an issue in a game like this where you just get a little over-revved. Jump a bit too early, try and jump too high, and he's made the point there, possibly going early on Bošković. Just wait a beat before you block. Easier said than done. However, it's the day job that needs attending to first of all. Side out required for Navara in this opening set. Otherwise, they're in deep trouble. Karakurt hard into the block. Well picked up by Fasino. Karakurt gets the touch away and gets another vital kill. And here we go. This is what could decide the first set. Ebrar Karakurt goes back to the service line. Akbaş still has a timeout up his sleeve to use here if Karakurt goes on a tear-up. Big blocker moved into front court. Julia Ituma comes into the lineup for Batastoni. No setter on the floor for Navara. Someone's got to do the job. Bozzetti skips in to play. Nice dig from Simge on the angle on Karakurt. Tight one. And Bošković gets it off the fingers and out. Karakurt's service run is over. Navara's chances in this opening set might have evaporated too. Ituma back onto the bench. Ilaria Batastoni comes on to make the play. 2 points required with Bošković at the service line. All looking good at the moment for the home side. Eczacibasi Dynavit Istanbul. And it looks even better now. Oh, what a serve and what a kill. And Jack Kisar puts it on the floor for 3 set points for Eczacıbaşı. Well, they'd love to do it on their serve if they can, but they're going to have the luxury of another couple of swings. It doesn't work this time, but they can attack twice for the set. And when you've got Tijana Bošković in your team, that really does mean you hold all the cards. Does Maja Ognjenović go to her Serbian compatriot? Out comes Karkases, who has served well. She's got an ace, remember, in this match tonight. She's been taken out. It's all about serve and defence now for Gaia Giovannini. The whistle hadn't gone. That is a very good timeout from Ferhat Akbaş, just as everybody got revved, and our German first official, Matthias Ewald, in this deafening crowd noise, didn't hear that signal.
Left side, right side, then block it. Okay, but make sure that out of system they have very strong block. Okay, if you are in trouble, hit the ball in front of Ebrar and go other side. Okay, let's.
Brilliant thinking from the Eczacıbaşı coach there. It's going to cause even more pressure for Giovannini at the service line. So one successful side out, or one error from Navara will be good enough for Eczacıbaşı. Here we go. And it's an error. Timeout was just brilliant. 25-22, Eczacıbaşı storm into a 1-0 lead. And the possibility of a place in the super final is very much on for the home side. Well, what a start to this match. Unbelievable stuff. 27-minute monster set. When you consider the 5 huge sets the two teams played last week, this has been a monumental battle. Bošković looks happy. We're good to go then with set 2 here in Istanbul. In the pink and blue, Igor Gorgonzola Novara. They won the first leg in Italy, but they've got their work cut out here in Turkey in leg number 2 against their opponents. Eczacıbaşı Dynavit Istanbul took the first set 25-22, and remember, if the Turkish side win 3-0 or 3-1, they're straight through. If they win 3-2, then we go to the incredible golden set to 15 points. Can you imagine the atmosphere here in the Burhan Felek arena if that happens? So, set 2 underway. Good hustle from Navara. Battistoni making a great piece of defence. Karkases gets stopped. Didn't make an impression in that first set, the Cuban. Denesi did, but misses the overpass kill. And the rally continues. Voronkova can't put it away. Goes to Bošković to sort it out. And the boss, as she's affectionately known here, the club she's been at for 5 years, well, puts it away as far as she's concerned. The officials and given it the other way. It is being called out. Of course we're going to get a video review, because the celebrations from Eczacıbaşı were instant. Bošković is convinced this has hit the line. And remember, on this video challenge replay, the ball compresses. If it compresses and like that, it's touched the line, it's in. Well, that hasn't even touched the line. That's 20 centimetres inside the line. And that's what the technology's there for. So, another successful challenge for Ferhat Akbaş of Eczacıbaşı. And there's the shot in real time. She pumps the living daylights out of the ball. There's Tijana Bošković. But it was a good team performance from the home side in set 1. Ebrar Karakurt has to deliver now for her Navara team. Not putting the ball away at the moment. Karkases isn't putting it down either. Oh, what a swing from Voronkova, what a pick up from Fasino. And what a rally in general. Oh. Navara defend again. Karkases cannot get past that block. Karakurt. Well, she gets past it, but did she get off it? Referee says no. Karakurt demanding a video challenge. Fenerbahçe continues to celebrate. Oh, what a dig from Fasino. Karakurt has missed. She missed quite a few. It's her 6th error of the game in open play hitting. There's no video challenge. It was out. And Navara are in a mess here. And that could be on the line, you know. It is on the line. Oh, my goodness. Well, Navara under pressure, pump it up to the ceiling. And a terrible mix-up on the call means the ball drops in play. Bozzetti's easiest kill of the game, 2-all. And Lacey with the serve. Hande Baladins is a great pass from her, and what a swing from Sinead Jakisal through the middle. Second time that Ognjenović has used her in the early part of this second set. She's got such a rangy arm swing. It's a brilliant hit. Lovely pass from Bozzetti, and middle attack by Battistoni, rather telegraphed. Karkases again can't put it down. Oh wow, what a hit out of system from Bošković. Fasino defends, Karakurt gets the ball back on her head, and Fasino can't quite keep it in play. Well, no alarm bells ringing just yet, but there will be a fair amount of concern on the Navara bench, because Eczacibasi looking very confident at the moment. Navara are struggling to kill the ball. Bošković with the serve. Karkases into the block and out. Good solid swing from the Cuban. Didn't always play for Valafoglia, her previous club, but signed in the off-season for Navara and has had a lot of court time. Karakurt still remains the key for Navara. Jump serve followed by out-of-system swing, and she puts it away. That might just settle things down for her. A lot of errors in the early part of the first set, but if she can stabilise her performance, set 2 onwards, she will be an influence. Listen to that from this Turkish crowd. To the Turkish superstar. What a shot. What a shot from Voronkova. And both she and Baladin have started out on the left side very well indeed. Error hit first up, but she's had 3 very strong swings since. Voronkova will serve. Gives it everything there, but just tickled the net. Gave Bozzetti a chance to pass. Karkases with a good angle, but Simye with a great kill. And what about that? That is world-class volleyball from Eczacibasi. I promised you exactly that tonight, and it's exactly what the teams are delivering. But that is top draw, huge swing, beautiful defence, and that from Ognjenović is perfection. Absolutely on a plate for the huge swinging Jakisal. Another good serve from Voronkova, decent pass from Karkases, and Kitakela rolls it into the net. 3-point lead for the home side. Well, the omens at the moment are very good. The Turkish team, Eczacibasi leading by 1-0, 3 up already in set 2. Karkases is struggling to put the ball down. Bošković isn't. Another unbelievable kill. You really can't be much further out of system than that. Ogljenović with a beautiful set. Just watch this from the 38-year-old Serbian. Beautiful. 4-point lead. Timeout called by Stefano Lavarini for Navara.
Non ci sono le battute morbide sul libero. Or powerful or no balls on the libero. If you want to change, it's the receiver to roll shots like this, but go to push. 10 seconds with more of cover. Give more block goal, but stop and cross.
Well, he wants his team, Lavarini, to go even more aggressive, but it's aggressive hitting that's taking the ball either down into the block and giving Eczacıbaşı a chance, or the hits have just gone wide of the court. Those errors at the moment hurting Navara, but Eczacıbaşı pushing all the right buttons. 8-4, the home side lead in set 2. Good serve, well passed by Fasino. Again, the block intercedes. Oh, wow. That's a crazy set from Ogljenović, and Kirikella's not letting that past. So Jack Kisal, after a strong start to the second set, finally gets stopped. Navara captain Kirikella doing the job. Now, no joy for Karkasez in front court, but she could get a few points here. No pace-off serve, easily passed by Simgir. Bošković out of the back line. Just so much power at her disposal. What a brilliant game of volleyball. Given an absolute treat here at the moment. It's a bit of a masterclass in set 2 from Eczacıbaşı. Fasino beautifully passed again. Clever tip from the experienced Italian international Caterina Bozzetti. There is a caveat, though, to how well the Turkish team are playing at the moment. Exactly the same thing happened in the first leg. Navara got off to a blistering start, went 2-0 up. Back came Eczacıbaşı. They even led in the 5th set by 6 points to 2. And then Navara clawed it back. Out of system for Baladin. No, doesn't get a hand on it. Batistoni has to set it. And that is tremendous. Oh, what a lineup on Karakurt. Two Turkish internationals next to each other. Yasemin and Baladin. Really nice block. Only Baladin, I think, got all of that. Along with a couple of very good kills as well, and some nice passing. The left side is working for Eczacıbaşı. 2 in a row. I think it was Yasemin that got a bit more of that. And the shoulders have dropped. Karakurt is under pressure here. Monster block twice in a row, and Stefano Lavarini is frustrated. Yeah, that was all Yasemin. Heavy hit cross court, well defended by Simgir, and then a great piece of work off the hands and away. Well, at the moment, Eczacıbaşı are obliterating Navara, and Batistoni is the player that is sacrificed. So the starting setter leaves the court. In comes the setter that joined Navara halfway through the season to replace injured Olympic champion Jordan Poulter of the USA. Carlotta Cambi is in. A little bit of a nervy first set. Bozzetti into the block, and then, well, she's the sort of player that would have defended that ball off the block. Looks to her teammates, and there's no one there. She at least tried to use it, but Bošković was waiting. Goodness me, 13-6. Ogljenović serves. Navara in serious trouble here. Another brilliant piece of work. Good defence from the 38-year-old. Well, they're swinging away as hard as you like. The blocks are really in business here. It's a great shutdown from Navara. Baladin is roofed by, of course, Danesi. She is some player. Another block for her. Third of the game. Good lead. Nice bit of dodgeball played there by Simge Akkoş. Well, changes being made by Navara to try and cover things. Carlotta Cambi is in, 25-year-old playmaker, to try and change the course of this second set and the match, because at the moment Eczacıbaşı are on their way to the super final. Karakurt roofed, third time in a row, and she got a bit of afters there from her Turkish teammate Yasemin Güveli, pointing out the fact that the middle blocker has got this to bounce off Karakurt's head, right off the top of it. Two fantastic blocks in a row from Yasemin Güveli. Ituma in for Karakurt. More changes. Horrible pass from Karkasez. Bozzetti lamps it out of court. This set's gone. This set has gone from Navara's point of view. And for the home side, Eczacıbaşı, they are in dream territory, in total control of this match at the moment. Second timeout used by Stefano Lavarini already. So new setter on court for Navara in Carlotta Cambi, and also a new opposite, another young Italian star in the making, teenager Giulia Ituma, coming on in the opposite position. He's going to let Ebrar Karakurt just cool her heels for a little while. Just try and get a few people recovered. That's the substitute that happened before. Karkasez has now been relieved of duties. So 3 changes for Navara, and in comes the former Eczacıbaşı player, American Mackenzie Adams. And they target Adams immediately. Decent pass. Lovely swing from Bozzetti, but it's out. It doesn't count. If it's not inside the court lines, you can bounce it as high as you want. It's out. Well, this has gone badly wrong for Navara in set 2. Nightmare territory, 17-7. Eczacıbaşı are piling the pressure on, despite that serve error. Well, all Navara can do now is turn their attentions to trying to do what Eczacıbaşı did to them last week and come back into the game. Again, Simge Akkoş in the right place. She's having a good match. It's a nice pick up from Bozzetti. Adams manages to save it, but it's a free ball, Eczacıbaşı. And again, distribution from Ognjenović is good. Nice defence from Cambi. Adams tries to go hard at the sideline, but Simge's all over it. And that is a huge hit. Oh, wow. Voronkova came in off the line there with one thought in mind, and that was to hit this ball physically as hard as she could cross court. Another stunning rally here in Istanbul. Finishes with a point for the home side. Yasemin to serve. Good pass from Adams. Good swing, really nice from Danesi, but well covered until it finally bounces back into the hitting window for Danesi to punish it. Well, they're trying to be relaxed about this, Navara. This set's gone, they know that. So they have to refocus their energy on the sets to come, and a little bit of momentum at the back end wouldn't hurt. Bit of trouble here. Good save from Danesi. And a nice swing from Adams. But she's getting picked up a lot on that angle by Simge, the libero. Ituma's first hit of the game is good. Well, that will keep her out on the floor for a little while longer. I wouldn't be surprised to see her go into the 20s, and then maybe Karakurt will come back on. Clever use from Ituma, but she's got a chance to make a name for herself tonight as the young opposite. Oh, it's good hustle. That's good hustle from Danesi. Two great pickups from the middle player. And two quick points for Navara. Well, no drama yet for Eczacibasi, but that's enough of a little momentum change for Ferhat Akbaş to call a timeout for his Eczacibasi team.
Make sure that we are 1-to-1 return, okay? And make sure that you follow middle. They need to play 7 left side more, okay? Ituma is inside. You don't need to worry. Out of system. Wait more for this, okay?
Well, the danger for Navara tonight, and they knew it, was always going to be that Eczacibasi got it together at home in front of this crowd and just romped home to a 3-0 victory. They've done that to so many teams during the course of this season, both domestically and in Europe. The only tournament that they didn't come to the party in was the World Club Championships. Bošković demanding a touch. Navara blockers say no touch. And if you want to check it, and they are going to check it. Now, usually, when the video is asked for a block touch in the modern game, usually the blocker would own up to it, but nobody is coming forth here. A change of events after Eczacibasi charged into the lead. 3 substitutions. It's in. It's not about block touch, which is what Bošković thought she had. It's about whether the ball's in court, and it is in court once again. She's absolutely mullered it, and it's compressed onto the line. 19-11. Drama over, or temporary drama for Eczacibasi. Bošković serves. Not great from Navara. See what Adams is trying to do. She's trying to pass on the front foot and then continue into a high tempo offense out left side, but just got that pass too flat. Eczacibasi into the 20s. Another cracking serve, ace from Bošković. Second ace of the game for her. Former Eczacibasi player Adams, welcome to the court with an absolute onslaught from the service line. They've gone after her all the way here. And again, better pass. That's that high tempo offense I was talking about. But the blockers very much alive to that, and then the net takes the ball wide. It's another point for Eczacibasi. That graphic is not wrong. 22-11. Carlotta Cambi out again. Didn't start the match. And didn't look too happy about it either, but back to the bench. Battistoni in. Karakurt back on the floor. Indication that she'll be starting the third set. I nearly said last set then. That's what it feels like at the moment, the way this Eczacibasi team are playing. They have absolutely torn Navara to shreds in this second set. At last, some respite from the onslaught. So, Stefano Lavarini will be considering his options for set 3. Ituma has that one kill, tipping off the block. And a decent serve as well. Oh, it's great work from Battistoni to keep that in play. Karakurt has to go with the power tip. And Voronkova just works it straight past the diminutive setter. had a good game tonight, Voronkova. Hardest I've seen her hit the ball this season. Well, it's incredible. 24 points to 12. 12 set points for a 2-0 lead for Eczacıbaşı. Voronkova nails it. It's down, it's over. And Eczacıbaşı lead Navara by 2 sets to 0. They are 1 set away from a place in the CEV Champions League Super Final. Well, the Tigers fans are understandably jubilant here in Istanbul. Their team are flying, hung in nicely to win the first set, and then they have powered through the second set. Still a lot of long rallies to take it out to 24 minutes, but 25-12 in the rally point scoring system is an absolute thumping. And Eczacıbaşı are on the verge of something pretty special here, but remember, Navara not out of it yet. We're good to go then with set 3. The atmosphere here in the Burhan Felek volleyball arena in Istanbul has been stunning. The home side is Eczacibasi Dynavit Istanbul have ridden the back of that atmosphere quite brilliantly. It's not a good start to the second set, to the third set even, by Hande Baladin serving into the net. But overall, Eczacibasi's performance in this match has been simply stunning. So the Turkish side in the white, the Tigers, as they're known, need one more set. If they can win 3-0 or 3-1, then they are through by right. If they win the match 3-2, which would require Navara in the pink and blue, the Italian side, to stage a monumental comeback. But if they go 3-2, we'll have a golden set. For Navara, the positivity is that they can still win this match in 5 and still go through straight. But to do that is going to require a huge effort. No surprises then. Stefano Lavarini returning to his initial instincts for this match, starting Ilaria Battistoni at setter and starting Ebrar Karakurt in that opposite position. And Karakurt has been silenced tonight, but she still holds the key for Navara. And listen to that from the crowd. Used to the adoration of the Turkish fans usually. It's been anything but tonight, and that rather tells the story. A ball contained by the block, good hit from Voronkova, but that was in the air a long time and neither Bozetti or Karakurt went for it. 2-0 then, Eczacıbaşı on the verge of a second Super League Champions League final. Karakurt off the hands, and Navara just need to settle things down here. They've got a lot of experienced players out on the floor. 36-year-old Cuban Kenya Karakurt. We've got 28-year-old Katerina Bozetti, experienced internationals. And captain, 28-year-old Christina Kirikella. All more than capable on the big stage, but they've got to just get this ticking over. Well, in the other semi-final, Vakif Bank went down 3-0 to Fenerbahce last week away from home. It's the potential for an all-Turkish final. The Turkish women's clubs have played quite brilliantly in Europe this year. And Bozetti with an error. It is just not happening for Igor Gorgonzola Novara at the moment. The 2019 champions in the pink and blue are staring at an exit in the semi-finals here in 2023. That's better from Bozetti. But again, the caveat is we've seen a lot of matches over the years start with a 2-0 lead for one team and end up in a 5-set battle. There is no reason why this one can't go the distance still if Navara find their rhythm. It's a great pickup by Hande off the net. Bošković with her first swing of the third set. Well defended by Simge, and not brilliant ball control from Navara. Well, the focus of attention tends to be on the hitters in big matches like this, and certainly Bošković has had a good game. But I think Ognjenović is doing a marvellous job, and I think Simge Akoç, the libero as well, setter and libero for Eczacibasi, have been the glue that has held this all together. Some errors creeping in from the home side. The latest from middle blocker Jack Kisal with the serve into the net. And Battistoni drills it long. There's a chance here. There's a slight shift in rhythm. Eczacibasi have not started this set particularly strongly. There's a chance for Navara to try and dig in and take this deep. And there's the woman that could make the difference. Great swing. Ebrar Karakurt just changing her angles there. Don't normally see her go this steep on the cross court. That's a fine swing off her Turkish compatriot, Hande Baladin. 6 apiece. Buzzetti once again getting the cat calls. Voronkova hammering for fun. Oh, she's had a great game. It's another terrific kill, this time out of the backcourt position. She's heading towards double figures on the point scoring. Was on 90 coming into this match. Nobody able to match Bošković though on the Eczacibasi team at 132. And the serve errors continue. It's a second for Hande as we get right round to her rotation again. That's 2 errors in a row from the service line. Top scorer in the match is Ebrar Karakurt, but she's not been able to improve much on her 196 points at the start of the game. Bošković sorts it out. Navara have to keep the scoreboard ticking over. Side out's tremendously important for them in this third set. Mustn't let Bošković and crew go on a service run. Yasemin Guveli then, middle blocker to serve next. And she goes long. I'll make that 5 serve errors in this third set already from Eczacibasi. So the service pressure they had in set 2 is not there in set 3 at the moment. Now Karakurt needs to try and shut out the crowd. It's a good serve. And that's really good containment. Nice block from Kirikella. Bošković out of system. Drills it onto Battistoni, and that's a brilliant hit. Really good from the Navara captain. And temporarily, the Italian club silenced the crowd here in Istanbul. Wonderful swing. Off the back of a good pressure serve. Can Karakurt do it again? She can. Beautiful pass, and another tremendous swing. Ognjenović is toying with this Navara block. The 38-year-old Serbian playmaker Maja sends it wide, and there's plenty of seam for Voronkova to get herself another kill. Haka says into the block. This is a big point here for Navara. They don't want to give it away. They've got another chance to attack. Where does Battistoni go now? On the reverse to Kirikella. Bošković out of the back line. She can't put it down. Ognjenović goes to her again. Brilliant setting and brilliant defence from Navara. Yet another massive rally. Bošković, 3 in a row, gets blocked. Oh, wow! Oh, just brilliant from Simge Akosh. And quick thinking at the net from Jack Kisal. It's a massive hit into the block from Bošković, but how about that awareness from the libero and the middleweight player? That is sensational. And the big point goes Eczacibasi's way. Danger here for Navara with Bošković at the service line. Karakurt, wonderful. First time they've given her a release ball on that pipe attack. And she's found the corner very nicely. Oh, that's a great hit. Well, that's an expression you will often see on the face of Ebrar Karakurt. She wears her heart very much on her sleeve, although they don't have sleeves on the Navara vests. Karkases goes long. Well, what must Stefano Lavarini be thinking right now? The Navara coach knows that his team can still find a way back into this game. But it is likely to be via a couple of very nervy sets. Good serve. Frasino keeps it airborne. Rossetti goes hard at the blocker's hands. She thinks she's got him. She has got him. What? Well, I thought I'd seen the blocker admit the touch there, and they're going to have to go to the TV screen. So it's a video challenge from Navara to see if this did catch the hands of the blocker. The Inspector Go-Go Gadget Arms theme tune generally played when it's a request for block touch. Did the arms and the fingers reach high enough? Looks like a wobble on the fingers there. It is. So they've managed to pin Sinead Jack-Kissel's block. But Eczacibasi got a little bit of time to talk and a bit of a break between the points. 11 all then. On we go. Captain Kirikella to serve for Navara. Well, as many serve errors as Eczacibasi have made, Navara have equalled. They just can't get it. They just can't find that rhythm, that magic rhythm, Navara. And all it's going to take is for a couple of points from Eczacibasi from the service line, and the crowd will be back into it. Good shot from Danesi. Well, it remains an intriguing contest, and it remains a contest where all the outcomes are still a possibility. Beautiful again from Ognjenović, opening up plenty of seams here for the hitters. Nice cover by Hande after not able to put the ball away initially, and Simge's got it into transition again. Battistoni goes middle, lovely pickup from Voronkova. Bošković. Oh, what a hit! Oh, that is just sensational. Have you ever seen anything like that? Eczacibasi making stunning pickup after stunning pickup, and then lashed ferociously cross-court. Both Voronkova and Simge making the defensive touches, Bošković applying the finishing touch. And the Tigers fans in seventh heaven at the moment. Deep on Karkases. Battistoni dragged away from the net. Tough shot for Karakurt. Picked up by Ognjenović. Bošković off the block and out. She knew exactly what she wanted to do with that. Tried to get the blockers to set cross court and then worked it the other way. And that's that mini break Eczacibasi were looking for. Frustration for Karakurt and Navara. Very close to catching Bošković, but not quite. Timeout called by Stefano Lavarini. First hint his team are in trouble in set 3.
Due cose, la Bošković sta ancora attaccando tutto diagonale, adesso
Well, I know there's a lot of knowledgeable fans watching our broadcast here on Eurovolley TV, and those of you that have played the game, those of you that have been on the bench when a performance like this has been underway will understand the frustrations there on the faces of the Navara substitutes. You can see a way into the match. You know that you've got the players to do the job, but you're having to wait in the wings and watch, and it's unlikely you'll get a chance to influence the game. Karakurt again. It's a nice hit, but it's very well defended. And that's a good block on Handi. So, just a couple of incidences here where Handi Baladin isn't quite making the plays. Can Navara make the most of that? Problem is, they'll also have Bošković and Voronkova to deal with, and if they can't put a ball in court, they can't make ground on the service. And they certainly can't turn the scoreboard over for those mini breaks they so desperately need. Now, Handi has made 2 serve errors in this third set. She needs to put this in. She does. Good pass from Fasino. Karakurt, right side, goes tip. Well picked up and straight back into the hitting window of Karkases, who plants it on the floor. My goodness me, Navara are having to work tremendously hard for their points. That's a cracking pickup. All the stars on that Eczacibasi side of the net are working very hard to cause Navara problems, and that is a vicious hit. That's caught Danesi square, and the problem is the middle player running in fast to their defensive position. It kind of doubles the speed of the ball. Oh, wow. Well, that's what you call a Mikasa tattoo. And Anna Danesi will be reading the maker's name on her forehead in the bathroom mirror tomorrow. Good swing from Kirakela, but it's piecemeal at the moment. It's crumbs, it's bits and pieces from the Eczacibasi table that Navara are trying to survive on at the moment. Every time she comes to the line, there's a chance for Navara to change the direction of the match. Big hit, beautiful pass from Handi. And well defended by Batastoni off Bošković. Karakurt into the block and down. Karakurt seen off from the service line once again. How many more serves will she get in this match and in this set? And to follow her in this particular rotation comes Bošković. Navara in serious trouble here in this match now. It's a great dig from Bošković, plenty of height in this massive arena. Oh, she is brilliant, and what a dig from Bozzetti on the angle. Karakurt's put it wide. Not for the first time this evening. And she's having a tough game out there. And that's your job. When you're the opposite right side player, your job is to kill out of system balls. And at the moment, Bošković is, Karakurt isn't. Timeout, Navara and Stefano Lavarini. Score at 18-15 to the home side. Well, I think he's done the right thing there. He went full blast at his team ahead of this third set. It was very much DEFCON 5 from Stefano Lavarini, but he's now calmed it down, and he's now going to let his senior players see if they can do the job here. 3-point lead, 18-15 as Eczacibasi. They lead the match by 2-0. And the serve error from Bošković, but in reality, this Eczacibasi team are 7 points away from the CEV Champions League Super Final. Karakurt to try and influence things. It's a good serve, well picked off by Simge. Out of the back line, Bošković is dug by Karakurt. It's clever play, but Bozetti didn't get a runway to the ball. Bošković comes out of a different angle and nails it right on the baseline. Every point now, every side out from Eczacibasi is a step closer to the super final. They've been brilliant tonight. Voronkova with the jump serve, hits it hard, Fasino passes, and Bozetti goes as hard as she can cross court, but Simge picks her off, and Hand is still struggling. Still not getting that ball past the block, but it's not, at the moment, an issue, providing that Eczacibasi can keep finding their side outs. They don't need to win another point on their own serve. Keller, the captain, just double checking what the situation is. There's confirmation of the scoreline as it stands, with Navara waiting to see if they get the point here. It's a video challenge by Felek, and I think he's just using this to slow things down. He's still got a couple of timeouts up his sleeve. And this Voronkova having a good long word with her fellow wing spiker on that left side, Hande Baladin, who at the moment is just struggling to get past the block. Voronkova's had a dream game this evening, the Russian has barely missed. So the challenge is for a net touch here. Wow. Well, the foot shadowing the line, one of the feet is, but that's definitely a net touch, and it looks like it's touched while the ball is still in the air. If that's the case, Eczacibasi might be getting the point. Taking a good long look at this one. It was Ilaria Battistoni who lands and then falls into the net. Certainly looks like the heel of the shoe is shadowing the centre line, so that may not be a problem, and both teams think they won the point based on what they've seen on the big screen. The crowd certainly think this should be Eczacibasi's point, but it'll be the referees and the video check official that make the decision, and they can't even hear each other. This is so loud. And Felek Akbaş is being told to return to his seat. He might get a card here if he's not careful. And they're going to have another look at this. Dramatic stuff, an emotional response from the coach, and second official can't communicate on the comms system. He has to shout into the ear of his first referee, Matthias Ivald, who just needs the decision to be confirmed. Which way is it going? Oh, it's gone Eczacibasi's way. It is a net touch by Navara. It's a brilliant, brilliant review. The video challenge, I think, was one of the assistant coaches. So block is good, and there's the net touch while the ball is still live by Ilaria Battistoni, bumped into the net by her own captain, Christina Kirakela. It's a bit of a let-off there for Eczacibasi, but it's going to look really good on the scoreboard now, and Julia Etuma is into the play. Well, I make it 20-16 for Eczacibasi. Oh, superb hit from the teenager. What an introduction to the game on for Ebrar Karakurt. It's not been Karakurt's evening this evening. And that, what a way to reward your coach for sending you out onto the floor. Still, though, a mountain to climb for Navara as Eczacibasi get closer and closer to the big win. Good pass from Voronkova. Bošković out of the back line. Beautiful dig from Kirakela. And Karakurt is off the block and away. And first real bit of emotion from the Cuban veteran. 2 points in it. And no surprise, Ferhat Akbaş calls the timeout. And having snuck a 4-point lead off the back of that video challenge, his team have given 2 straight back.
Second thing, Bozetti is in front. She will hit the ball here or push to 1. Okay, our side out is important. Their block is not so good. Okay, remember, Kirikela is a defense. Right.
So really good, simple tactical coaching there from Ferhat Akbaş. He's just pointing out that they've not got the tallest block out on the floor, so try and go after the shorter blocker, which is Batistoni. In fact, it's Ituma that's out there, so they might work it on Bozetti's side. He's also reminded them that Kirikela, the middle player, is the defender in backcourt at the moment in position 5. No libero on the floor, although Kirikela's just made a beautiful dig off the cross-court swing of Bošković. Here we go. Oh, no. Oh, no. Great timeout again from Ferhat Akbaş. And a disconsolate captain for Navara. Stina Kirikela walks off court. That might be her last contribution to this match. 21-18 to the home side. Eczacıbaşı Dynavit Istanbul. Erkeç is in. Substitution for serve and defence. Ituma swings hard, but straight into the block. 22-18. Eczacıbaşı getting closer and closer to the prize, a place in the super final. What a stop from Hande Baladin. Monster block to restore the 4-point lead. On what has been a horrible night for Navara here in Istanbul. Eczacıbaşı have played so well. The service error, this time from the Turkish side. Erkeç comes off, Jakisar comes in. She will immediately switch with the libero, Simge Akkoş, who's had a brilliant game. Ilaria Batistoni at the service line. Karakurt is back on and in the front court. Can they save it? Brilliant. Hande makes the shot, not her cleanest hit, but the tempo was good enough to take the block and defence out of the equation. 23-18. 2 points required for a quite magnificent victory for Eczacıbaşı. Karakurt hammers it onto the line, but it matters not. Now, can they get Karakurt to the service line? Can they score a couple of points here and just keep it going round? This is going to be a mighty tight finish unless Eczacıbaşı keep their side out together. It's a poor pass, it's a free ball, Navara. Bozetti to Batistoni. Batistoni to Karkases. She can't put it away. Nonchalant defence from Ognjenović. But it's another chance to the Italian side. Karakurt out. That's been the story of the evening for Karakurt and Navara. Nothing has gone right for her this evening. Everything has gone right for Bošković and Eczacıbaşı. It's been a precious night in Istanbul, and the home side have 4 match points for a place in the super final of the CEV Champions League. Hande serves. Navara to stay in the game. It's out. Now, are we going to see a challenge? Celebrations will be curtailed. Celebrations will be curtailed. There's a video challenge remaining for Navara. They're going to use it. I don't think it's about in or out from Bozetti. I think it's about whether it touched the block, and prepare for things to absolutely go off here in the arena if this goes Eczacıbaşı's way. Did it touch the block? It did. It just caught the very outside of the fingertip on the left hand of Voronkova. we play on. Well, this will be a twist in the tail to end all twists if Navara can get themselves back into the match from here. Crowd don't like it, but the video doesn't lie. The camera doesn't lie. Navara's still in the match, still in the Champions League, but 3 attacks for Eczacıbaşı to finish it. Here's the first of them, Bošković. It's down, it's over, and Eczacıbaşı have won a quite fantastic volleyball match in 3 straight sets. They beat Navara at home and they go through to their second CEV Champions League Super Final. It's joy for Eczacıbaşı here in Istanbul. Well, that was an absolutely deafening roar from the crowd here in this incredible Burhan Felek volleyball arena. It's sporting gestures all around from the bench and the teams, but the Navara players out on court, who were on the baseline a moment ago, are absolutely blown away right now. They can't believe what has happened here. But Eczacıbaşı Dynavit Istanbul have done it again. Beaten 3-2 away from home, but they have thrashed Navara in 3 straight sets. 25-22, 25-12, 25-21. That is a clinical performance from this Eczacıbaşı Dynavit Istanbul team. It's a 3-0 win over Igor Gorgonzola Novara, and it's a place in the CEV Champions League Super Final. And this is how it happened, and appropriately, player of the night, Tijana Bošković, puts another delicious Maja Ognjenović set away. She's been a superstar tonight as the captain. But great performances as well from Simge Akosh at libero. Maja Ognjenović, the Serbian veteran setter, was just superb, putting the ball on a plate for her attackers. And then on that left side, really good performances from Hande Baladin, but in particular from Irina Veronkova.